Going back a little on your investment in the off-plan, I know you're an advocate of off-plan investment. People tend to see it slightly negatively in some situations. For example, if you're putting in 20% down payment, you're on a payment plan now. Everything is going out of your pocket. You're not able to take a mortgage on the property, and the volume of your investment is high. Perhaps at the end of the cycle, there is a handover, and if you have a 60-40 plan, you're paying 40% at the end. If you have 80-20 plan, you're paying 20%. But by that time, you've paid significant amount, and you've lost a lot of potential rental income. How do you explain that?
I think this question comes from one of my popular videos that is on my Instagram, pinned on the top. And this was a calculation I had done, I think in the year 2021 or 2022. DAMAC had come up with a project called DAMAC Lagoons. And I was a strong advocate of it. Simple calculation was a ready product in that market at that time in a neighboring community by DAMAC itself was priced at 2.6 million. Same thing DAMAC was offering in off-plan stage at 1.7 million. At 2.7, you calculate the rental at that time, again, was 150,000, which was netting to about 5%.
Okay.
150,000 over the course of 3 to 4 years was what? 450K? Pushing it 500,000 is what you were making in rental. Buying in the stage of off-plan, and at that time I had predicted it to be ready, and when it was ready at 2.6, 2.7. Difference was almost 700 to 800,000 is what you'd make in capital. But you're generating rental income at that time at 5%. If you want, I can play that video right now.
Yeah, please.
You can have an idea of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. A very simple video with simple maths, and a lot of people kind of got the hint. There you go. Put it up.
Why should I buy something? Sure, it's 1.5, but it will be ready in 4 years. That's what people will say. Convince me to buy the other.
Very simple. I buy it at 2.7 million dirhams with a net rental return of 140,000 per year. Service charge is 4 dirhams per square foot on the higher side into 2,000 square foot. So 4 twos are 8,000, right? That's your service charge. And you take home 132K. So 2.7 million times 5% gives me 135. So that's your average rental return, 5% per annum. Same unit, I buy under construction. 5%, 140,000 into 4 years. That's how long DAMAC Lagoons will take to make. So 140K into 4 years. That's 560,000 plus 1,500,000, which is the price today, equals to 2,060,000. You are still buying that same product at 2.7. So the 4 years of rental income that you're not making still doesn't add up to what you're paying today. And this is why I tell people that buy this over that. No matter how much rent you start collecting today, you're still saving 640K. So please wait for 3 years. Let that appreciate. 3 years down the line, it's not going to stay at 1.5.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But the only issue here would be that, or could be rather, that the person doesn't want to or doesn't have the cash flow to actually pay for the ongoing payments, right?
Sure.
Installments, because there's no mortgage.
Of course.
So one could potentially be interested in buying upfront a ready property because of the availability of mortgage and pay perhaps 20 to 40% down.
That is a route that one could take.
Yeah.
But if you were to ask me that, okay, you know what, how much do I stand to make at the end of the day?
Yeah.
Then that is what I was talking
the calculations
about
make a lot of sense
in 2021.
Yeah.
And today the market value on the same product is at 2.7.
Yeah. So this is something that, when all the projects or any projects rather are launched, I mean, the common understanding is that they're launched at a specific price. When the property is handed over 4 years down the line, they appreciate.
Not all of them, but
that was my question.
Quite a few of them, yes. If priced right in the off-plan stage, you stand to make a lot of money.
And how do you understand which property would actually perform well?
You could see the track record of the builder, take the price per square foot in the area that they've announced, comparison to the neighborhood, seeing what things are trading at in the vicinity.
Yeah.
For example, there is a recently launched project by a known developer,
Yeah.
and they did pretty well because they had priced the product in comparison to everything around it way below.
Yeah.
Everything in the vicinity was at 1800 to 1700 to 1900 a foot, whereas they launched at 1200 a foot or 1100 a foot, which made sense because you have the scope of 700 dirhams per square foot to make the appreciation.
Could it be the developer that you are safe if you go with Emaar, for example?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You could be safe with majority of the developers that are big in the market, that have a standing
Yeah.
and have the credibility to even deliver what they promise.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
If you're enjoying this conversation, do hit that subscribe button. It's my promise to you that every episode on this show is going to make you think bigger, grow faster, and help you achieve 10x results.